Ever noticed how your best leadership insights show up on vacation and almost never in back-to-back meetings? In the next 5 minutes, I'll show you how to recreate that vacation clarity every single week so you make better long-term decisions without burning out. If you're like most high-level leaders I coach, your calendar is full, your responsibilities are huge, and yet your biggest strategic questions stay a bit blurry. Where should we really be in 3 years? Or what legacy am I actually building here? You get flashes of clarity on a hike, on a beach, or staring out of a window. Then you're back in the office and it's gone. Today, I want to explain why your brain works like this and give you 3 practical ways to bring that same clarity into your normal work week. Let's start with your brain. Now, in everyday leadership, you spend most of your time in problem-solving mode. Emails, numbers, conflicts, decisions. That's your task-positive network. It's great for execution, but it's terrible for big picture insight. Those aha moments you get on vacation, that's your brain's pattern recognition and long-range thinking systems finally coming online. 3 things usually trigger that. 1. Novelty, a new place, new sounds, different light. 2. Lower pressure, your nervous system isn't in constant fight or flight modus. 3. Open space for wandering thoughts, walking, staring at water, being in nature. Put simply, in your normal week, your brain is optimized for short-term survival. But on vacation, it finally has capacity for long-term leadership and legacy. The good news is you don't need 3 weeks in the Alps to access this. You just need small doses of the same conditions that make your brain think clearly. I see this every time with leaders I take into the mountains or into nature. The breakthrough moment almost never happens in the meeting room. It happens 30 minutes into a silent walk, sitting on a rock looking at a ridge, or right after a moment of real stillness. Your brain finally switches mode. So let's design that on purpose in your normal leadership life. Tool 1, the 20-minute novelty walk. Once a week, pick one strategic question that really matters for your legacy. For example, if I keep leading like this, what will my team say about me in 5 years? What do I want this business to stand for beyond quarterly results? Then, step out of your usual environment. Not the office corridor, a park, a different neighborhood, a short forest path, whatever is accessible. Walk without input. No podcast, no calls, just you, your feet, and your question. And notice what your brain offers you after 10 minutes. That's when your task mode quiets down and the deeper patterns surface. Most leaders tell me, Melanie, this feels almost too simple. And yet that's where they get the one insight they were missing in months of meeting. Tool 2. A 3-minute nature micro ritual. Between 2 heavy meetings, step outside, the balcony, courtyard, even just an open window with a view of sky or trees. Exhale fully 3 times, longer than you inhale. This tells your nervous system, we're safe. And then pick one natural detail, a branch, cloud, mountain line, and follow it with your eyes for 30 seconds. You're not doing this to be mindful in a generic way. You're doing it to downshift your nervous system, switch off survival mode, make space for a better next decision. Tool 3, the weekly mountain mirror. On a Friday, ask yourself, if my week was a mountain route, where did I climb towards my legacy and where did I just run around at base camp? Write 3 bullet points, one decision that moves you closer to the leader you want to be remembered as. One situation where you reacted from stress instead of clarity. And one small adjustment you'll make next week. The simple review turns your whole week into a kind of leadership expedition and not just survival. So, if your best leadership ideas mostly show up on vacation, it's not a character flaw. It's your brain asking for novelty, space, and safety. Create that in small doses, 20-minute novelty walks, 3-minute nature micro rituals, and 1 weekly mountain mirror reflection. If you want more science-backed ways to use your brain and nature to lead better under pressure, hit subscribe and watch this next video on why your busiest days often lead to your worst strategic decisions. See you outdoors, or at least outside your inbox.